everyone. Welcome to Live Interactive English. This is Karen.
Hello, everybody. I'm Shane.
Today we're looking at day 1 of What's in a Forbidden Name? And the vocabulary words are forbidden.
Forbidden.
Salary is a forbidden topic among the workers.
Roughly.
Roughly.
Roughly 20% of the country's population can speak French.
Very good. Offensive.
Offensive.
That word is offensive to many people.
Register.
Register.
Marie registered her daughter for school.
Authority.
Authority.
The crime was reported to the authorities. So we're talking about names.
Prohibited.
That's right.
So Scandinavian countries seem to be pretty strict about what you can name your child and what you cannot name your child.
That's right.
Like in Denmark, there's like actually a list
of 7,000 names that are acceptable.
Right.
And then sometimes if you name your child, and then actually you can be rejected. They can say, no, you cannot name your child this name.
Yeah, there's a couple hundred each year. People just get rejected. Because I think they just don't want you to use like ridiculous names or something like that.
I think in Sweden too. Sweden, they also have some strict laws against naming your child funny names, or, you know, they think it might be offensive. You know, you can't name your child like Superman or Monkey. Or,
I want to name my child Superman. That'd be so cool.
Or IKEA.
Hey, there's a country where you could actually, someone went to jail
That's
for naming their son or something. Bridge, like it's a Hebrew name, but the English translation is like bridge.
But I think she got fined and she refused to pay the fine, so that's why she had to go to jail.
Yes, they actually fined her for the wrong name.
This is some serious matter here.
I wonder in America, I think you're allowed to name yourself anything.
Yeah, in Taiwan too, you can name your children anything.
Sure. Why not, right?
That's right.
Okay, let's learn more.
Okay, let's learn more, guys.
All right.
What's in a forbidden name? Naming a child is not always an easy task. Family, religion, and culture may each play a role in the process. In some societies, the matter of decency in naming children is so important that there are strict rules that forbid certain names.
Welcome to Live Interactive English Magazine. Today's lesson is called What's in a Forbidden Name? Day 1. Hi everyone, my name is Jeff.
And I'm Mike. A forbidden name.
Yeah, I've heard this phrase. Yeah, what's in a name? But they've also thrown this extra word in there.
Yeah, a forbidden name. Would that be like Voldemort?
No, that would just be a bad name.
I thought it was someone who you couldn't say the name, like Satan or an evil person. You don't want to say the name of the evil person because they might appear all of a sudden.
That's possible, and yeah, for the most part, parents don't like naming their children after Satan or evil people like that.
True,
but here, let's talk about what this word forbidden means, and maybe we'll get to the bottom of this. Okay, if something is forbidden, everyone, it's not allowed, it's not prohibited, it's frowned upon, etc. For example, salary, the topic of salary. Salary is a forbidden topic among the workers. The workers can't talk about that. Now, by the way, this word forbidden, it's an adjective.
So we're actually going to be talking about names that are not allowed.
Yeah.
Not just from stories and myth and things like that, but in the real world, there are names that you're not allowed to use or not allowed to give your kids. Very interesting. So let's kick it off with the first sentence. Naming a child is not always an easy task. Very true. A lot of parents, when they're having their kids, especially their first kid, they spend a lot of time and effort making up lists of names, thinking of the great perfect name for their child. It's not an easy task. It's not an easy thing to do. Family, religion, and culture may each play a role in the process. Sure, name him after grandfather, name the kid after a famous religious figure or from something important or a great person from your culture. All of these can run through the minds of parents.
There you go. When we were picking the name for our daughter, it was a painstaking process because not only did we have to give her an English name, but also a Chinese name as well. So their family, religion, and culture, they played a role twice. 2 times. It wasn't easy. Anyways, though, moving on. The next sentence says, in some societies, the matter of decency in naming children is so important that there are strict rules that forbid certain names. There you go. Forbid, by the way, is the verb. Forbidden is the adjective. Okay, so yes, certain names are forbidden, and it's a matter of decency. Yeah. Apparently, if you gave a kid a certain name in some societies, that name could be indecent or totally against the rules. Maybe the name Satan will come up in certain Christian nations. Maybe if you name your kid Satan, they'll put you in jail or something like that. I don't know. We'll get to the bottom of things, though, right after a short break.
Hello， 大家好，我是 Hanny。这2天的课文是关于各国取名字的禁忌。那标题里面有一个单字是 forbidden。forbidden 它是形容被禁止的或是禁忌的。那它是来自动词 forbid。forbid 这个字它就表示禁止或者是不准。它的动词三态是 forbid、forbade、forbidden。forbid、forbade、forbidden。好，那么 Jeff 老师刚刚提到 prohibit 这个动词它表示禁止或是阻止。那还有一个片语是 frown upon 它表示不赞成啊、不许可或是不同意。好，要帮孩子取名字不容易耶，在取名字的过程中可能会受到家庭啊、宗教或是文化的影响。那在某些社会里面，替孩子取得体的名字是很重要的，所以会有禁止某些名字的严格规定。文中有一个补充单字 decency 它表示得体或是合宜，它的形容词是 decent 就是形容得体的、合宜的。那相反词是在前面加上 in 变成 indecent 表示不适当的、不合乎礼仪的。接回到课文中。
What's in a forbidden name? Scandinavian nations seem to take the matter particularly seriously. Denmark, for example, has a list of 7,000 names that are deemed acceptable. Every year, roughly 250 choices are rejected, including some names as bizarre as Monkey and Pluto. Neighboring Sweden is even stricter. A 1982 law forbids the use of noble names for non-noble children. In addition, parents are not allowed to give their children first names that might be considered offensive or are likely to cause the child discomfort, such as Superman or IKEA.
Mike, I just realized that there aren't really Christian nations out there anymore. So there aren't nations out there that would frown upon the use of the name Jesus or Satan, even though those aren't super popular names. But you know what? Even though there aren't Christian nations anymore, hey, there are plenty of Scandinavian nations still.
That's right. Maybe they don't have, Christian law, but they have Christian culture.
Sure.
So for them, some of these names would be more acceptable than others. And yes, Scandinavian nations, as you mentioned, these northern European nations like Norway, Denmark, Sweden, they seem to take the matter particularly seriously. So some countries might have a few names that you can't use, but in Scandinavia, there's actually a list of names you're allowed to use. Denmark, for example, has a list of 7,000 names that are deemed acceptable, that are judged to be acceptable or okay. I guess as long as you stick to that, any name on that list, you're fine, but there are certainly names that you're not okay in choosing.
Like Monkey and Pluto.
Those are 2 good examples.
Those are really stupid names.
From our next sentence.
It says, every year, roughly 250 choices are rejected.
Wow.
Including some names like Monkey and Pluto. Yeah, including some names as bizarre or as strange as Monkey and Pluto.
So basically 2 days out of every 3 in Denmark, someone chooses a weird name.
Yeah,
they reject 250 choices a year. Well, that says roughly. We should point that out. This adverb roughly means around or approximately. Some years it might be a little more, some years it might be a little less, but kind of as an average or a sort of a middle number, approximately or roughly 250 choices are rejected. Parents are told, no, you can't name your child Monkey, Pluto, dump truck,
jerk,
milkshake. Things
milkshake.
Like, I don't know.
That's actually pretty good.
Like milkshake. These are bizarre. They're strange. They're weird. So they reject some of these. Roughly 250 a year. For the word roughly, we have this example sentence. Roughly 20% of the country's population can speak French. It's around 20%.
About 20%.
About 20%.
About 1 in 5.
So that's Denmark.
Yeah. Neighboring Sweden, another Scandinavian nation, is even stricter.
Really?
A 1982 law forbids the use of noble names for non-noble children.
Wow.
Okay, so it's kind of, if you went back 150 years to the time of Queen Victoria, Queen Victoria could have said, hey, my name is Victoria, so no one else in the British Empire can use that name, and that's that.
There you go. And Sweden does have a royal family, so I guess if you're not part of the royal family, you can't use a royal name. Maybe people try to give themselves fancy names and then trick people out of money by saying, oh, I'm related to the Queen, you can lend me money. Very strange, but I'm sure there's a good reason for it. In addition, it says, this is also in Sweden, in addition, parents are not allowed to give their children first names that might be considered offensive, rude, or are likely to cause the child discomfort. Names such as Superman or IKEA.
Wait, IKEA in all caps?
Yes, like the store company, the furniture company.
Okay,
yes.
Scandinavian countries go back to the Christian naming system. IKEA? Monkey?
What about Volvo
Pluto?
or Saab?
Superman? Those are okay. They sound like actual names. But these other things, oh my gosh, IKEA?
It would definitely cause the child discomfort.
And you shouldn't name your kid Volvo either.
No, don't name your child after a big company.
Anyways, before we move on here, let's talk about the adjective offensive. Okay, if you say something offensive to another person, let's say, you'll make them upset, angry, or sad. If you give your kid an offensive name, chances are they're not going to like you. You're going to make them upset, angry, or sad. For example, that word. That word is very offensive to many people.
Very offensive?
Don't say it. It's a very rude word.
What word?
Let's take a break.
What's the word?
某些社会有禁止某些名字的严格规定，像斯堪的纳维亚的国家就似乎把这件事看得很慎重。Scandinavia 就是斯堪的纳维亚。那文中的 Scandinavian 表示斯堪的纳维亚的。好，那这个地区呢，通常就是指丹麦 Denmark、瑞典 Sweden， 还有挪威 Norway 这3个国家。那有时候也会把芬兰跟冰岛列入。那课文首先他就举了丹麦的例子。丹麦有一份清单，那上面列出7000个被认为可以接受的姓名，而每年大概有250个名字遭到驳回，像是 Monkey 猴子、Pluto 冥王星之类的古怪名字都会被拒绝驳回。好，单字 roughly 它是副词，表示大约或是大概的、粗略的。Mike 老师说的 approximately 这个副词它也可以指大约或是大概。那这边还有2个补充单字 deem 是动词，表示认为或是视为什么什么，而 bizarre 是形容古怪的、奇异的。好，接着我们来到瑞典。瑞典的规定更严格哦，他们有一项1982年的法令，那这个法令呢是禁止替非贵族的子女取贵族名字，而且父母不准替子女取那种会冒犯人家或者是让你的子女不舒服的名字，像是 Superman 超人，或者是 IKEA 或 IKEA 宜家家居公司。好，那我们来看一下 discomfort 这个字。discomfort 是名词，表示不舒服、不适，而单字 offensive 则是形容冒犯的或是无理的、得罪人的。解法课文中。
What's in a forbidden name? In Norway, insisting on certain baby names can land you in jail, as Chrissy Larson discovered in 1998 after the birth of her son. Having chosen the name Gesher, meaning bridge in Hebrew, she attempted to register it at a government office. However, the authorities rejected the name and fined her. She refused to pay the fine, and she took the matter to court, but not before spending 2 days in jail.
Okay, moving on. In Norway, yeah, there was
Another Scandinavian
nation in Norway insisting on certain baby names can land you in jail.
What? Really?
Yeah, they can put you in jail if you name your kid a certain offensive name, or if you give them a name that is not condoned or considered proper.
So they're putting the parents in jail, not the baby.
No, of course not.
Okay, well that's good.
Get your head in the right place there, Mike. No one's putting kids in jail anyways, yeah. Insisting on certain names can get you, or I should say can land you in jail, as Chrissy Larsen discovered in 1998 after the birth of her son. And I'm sorry, my Norwegian accent is terrible. I apologize.
So what was this terrible name that Chrissy Larsen decided to give her child? It says, having chosen the name Gesher, meaning bridge in Hebrew, she attempted to register it at a government office. All right, so that's a strange name, but not really an offensive name, I would say. Gesher.
Bridge.
It means bridge in Hebrew, which is the language of Jewish people. If you go to Israel, a lot of people would speak Hebrew there, but maybe not such a common name in Norway. Anyway, so she thought this was a beautiful name for her child. She attempted to register it at a government office. And I guess that's when the trouble started. To register something, this verb is basically to officially join or to officially notify. When you buy a new car, you have to register it with the government. You have to tell the government, I have a car, this is what it looks like, this is where the model, and here's the license plate, all that kind of stuff. If you're joining anything from a travel group to a basketball team to going to a new school, you'll have to go and show your ID, write down some information. This is to register, to officially join a group. For example, Marie registered her daughter for school.
Anyways, let's go ahead and learn some more about Chrissy Larsen. Apparently, she didn't land in jail immediately after registering this name. However, the authorities rejected the name and fined her. How about that? They fined her. They didn't throw her in the clink. They made her pay some money for registering a name that they didn't like. Anyways, moving on, let's talk about this word authority. If you have authority, you have power over others. You are in a position of power so that you can make rules and enforce those rules too. Now, when we're talking about the authorities, yeah, we're talking about people who are in positions of power. People who are working for the government, let's say. Certain government officials have authority or are considered to be authorities. Further, the authorities could also just refer to the police and people like the police. Yeah, very often when people talk about the authorities, I think about police officers, FBI agents, and people like that. For example, the crime was reported to the authorities because, yeah, authorities like the police handle crime. So Chrissy Larsen, she paid the fine, and that was that.
No, not exactly. It went a little bit, a lot further than that. It says she refused to pay the fine. I guess she thought the name isn't that bad. Why should I pay a fine for picking a name that I think is perfectly fine? She then she took the matter to court, but not before spending 2 days in jail.
So she did land in jail.
She did end up in jail just for not paying her fine, which she thought was unfair. So she took a stand. I would say good for her, even if I don't agree with her. Good for her for standing up for her rights. But she ended up spending 2 days in jail before she ended up in court. So we'll find out what happens, hopefully later. But we're definitely going to have more about forbidden names tomorrow. So come back for that.
See you then, folks. Bye bye.
接着我们来到挪威，在挪威，如果你坚持替孩子取某些名字，可能会让你坐牢哦。有一名女子，她帮儿子取名 Gesher 盖舍，那这在希伯来文里面呢，意思是桥 ，Hebrew 就表示希伯来语或者是希伯来人。好，那这一名女子她设法要在政府机关登记这个名字，可是政府当局拒绝她，还罚她钱。那这个女子她就拒绝缴纳罚款啊，告上法庭。可是，在那之前，她其实已经在牢里待2天了。刚刚 Mike 老师用到一个片语说 take a stand， 就表示采取坚定的立场。他是要说那名女子她采取坚定的立场。最后来看2个单字 ，register 是动词，它表示登记、注册。那么 authority authority 是当名词，它表示官方当局。那当这个意思来解释时，固定会用复数，而且前面会加上定冠词 the。authority 也可以用来表达权力啊，或者权限。那这时候它是不可数名词。好了，那么以上是今天的讲解，同学别走开，马上回来哦。大家好，我是 Hanny。在今天的课程中，我们要介绍6个文法重点。第一个是 insist on 加上名词或是动名词。第二个是 land somebody in something。第三个是以 as 做连接词，表达正如或是就像。第四个是 refuse to 加上原形动词。第五个是 take somebody to court 或是 take something to court。第6个则是句型 before 加上现在分词或过去分词，逗号，主词加动词。首先，我们来学习 insist on 加上名词或动名词，这表示坚持、坚决要求什么什么，或者是坚称什么什么。其中的动词 insist 它有坚持或是坚决主张的语义。例如 He insisted on paying for our meals。他坚持要帮我们付餐点的费用。接下来，我们来学习 land somebody in something， 这表示让某人陷于什么或是落入什么。其中的 land 当作动词，可以表达致使某人陷入某一种情况。例如 His arrogant attitude will land him in trouble someday。他那傲慢的态度，迟早有一天会让他惹上麻烦。接下来，我们来学习 as 做连接词，表达正如或是就像。例如 Emma cares for her students as she cares for her own children。 Emma 关心她的学生，就像在关心她自己的孩子一样。接着，我们来学习 refuse to 加上原形动词，这表示拒绝做某事，那就常常用来表达不愿或是不肯去做到某事。例如The actress refused to answer questions about her personal life。 那一位女演员，她拒绝回答关于她私生活的任何问题。接下来，我们来学习 take somebody to court 或者是 take something to court， 表示对什么什么提起诉讼。例如 The woman believed that she was fired because of her pregnancy. That's why she took the company to court。那名女子认为她被解雇的原因是因为她怀孕，这就是她对那间公司提起诉讼的原因。最后，我们来学习句型 before 加上现在分词或过去分词，逗号，主词加动词。那这个句型是由 before 主词加动词，逗号，主词加动词简化而来的分词构句。当 before 引导的副词子句，它的主词跟主要子句的主词相同时，那么副词子句的主词就可以省略不用。动词是主动的时候，我们就改成现在分词；被动的时候就只保留过去分词，这就会形成分词构句的句型，也就是 before 加上现在分词或过去分词，逗号，主词加动词。例如Jane did the dishes before watching her favorite Korean drama. Jane 在看韩剧之前先洗碗。句中的 before watching 就是由 before she watched 简化而来。以上是今天的重点整理，我们下次见喽 ！See you next time. Bye.
欢迎收看
就爱讲英文，我是季安，
我是悠悠。今天要跟大家谈谈说谎，我最讨厌骗子了。为什么要骗我？你为什么骗我？说谎的人说要怎么说呢？
工作的时候不要带个人情绪进来啊！好了，说这个说谎呢，我们讲说告诉对方一件事情，我们都是用一个字叫做 tell。所以比如说说故事
，tell a story，tell
a story 那说实话
，tell the
truth。所以说谎的话就是tell
a lie。他对我说谎。
He told me a lie。或者是
He told me a lie。
或者是直接把这个 lie 当动词，对不对 ？Lie to 某个人。好，所以 John lied to Jessica。约翰对杰西卡说谎。说谎。
lie 好像有很多的意思。
对 ，lie 呢，就是如果出分的话呢，它有这个骗人，还有这个躺着的意思。对，那 骗人这个字哈，就很喜欢考，因为呢，它是这个规则变化，lie lied lied。那前后要一致哈，不然会被拆穿，所以它是规则变化哦，记起来了 lie lie lied。那另外一个是这个躺着，
对，
躺哈 lie lay lay，因为你躺着的时候，会干嘛？翻来覆去，所以要变来变去哈，这 lie lay lay 哈，那两个的现在分词都是 lying。OK。
可是我跟你说，如果要说谁他骗我，他几岁说谎
？OK， 那我们就说说谎再加上 about， 针对什么事情撒谎这样。所以比如说 Christine lied about her age，
她骗她的年纪。
克丁丁
就已经老了还不承认，
对，骗我他20岁。
对啊，所以抓到对方说谎该怎么办？
Don't lie to me， 不要对我说谎。Don't lie to me， 或者是呢 Stop lying to me。Stop
lying to me。
You liar。
You liar。
你这个骗子。
你这骗子。
或者是 How dare you lie to me？
How dare you lie to me？
对，或者是呢，就直接要求他讲实话就好了哈。Tell me the truth。
Tell me the truth。
对。
可是有时候史家是嘴硬，我没有说谎，有没有说谎？男生就讲我没有说谎，我没有跟他出去，因为我没有第三者哦。
对，我干嘛这样骗你呢 ？Why would I lie to you? Why would I lie to you?
Why would I lie to you?
Why would I do that?
Why
would I do that? 我干嘛？对，我干嘛骗你呢？
然后对方开始找理由、找借口，但是我不想听，我不想听，我不想听。
好，借口的话就是 excuse。
excuse。
我不想听 ，Stop your excuses。
Stop your excuses。
I don't want to hear your excuses anymore。
I don't want to hear your excuses anymore。我不想听，我不想听，我不想听，不想听，孩子骗我，孩子骗我，孩子骗我。
好，我们来看一下今天的 live action。
Baby。
Yep。
Where were you last night?
I was with Johnson.
Really?
Yes, really.
Really? I think you're lying to me.
Why would I do that?
How dare you? Johnson was with me yesterday. Why did you lie to me?
Well, I drank too much, and to be honest, I don't remember where I went.
I don't want to hear your excuses anymore.
Wait, why were you with Johnson?